People have asked me to please translate into English my interpretation of this very subtle moment, but important moment that we all witness at the halftime show. And I'm going to try my best to convey the feeling that I felt when I came to the realization, but I know it just won't make it justice. You see, at the halftime show, we notice this little brief moment where Benito is walking and he passes by this group of women sitting on top of cinder blocks. And initially, that moment went over my head. There was so much happening. I was emotional. I was crying. So I just didn't think about it that night. However, the next morning, after I dropped off my kids at school, I went back to it and I started to really think about it. And when the realization hit me, it just felt like a ton of blocks. If you're from Puerto Rico, you know that one of the main materials of construction of homes is the cinder block. And without that cinder block, homes, buildings would simply not withstand the force of nature, the winds of hurricanes. And that is precisely the reason why it's no coincidence that he placed women sitting on top of those blocks. They were not dancing. They were not chit-chatting. They were just sitting there. Because historically speaking, women have been the cinder blocks of society. We have served as the foundation of homes and of countries, and often we are not recognized. We load the bearing of raising children, of giving structure to homes, and more often than not, it goes unrecognized, just like the cinder block, because you never see the cinder block from the outside of a building or a house. Women, historically, have been the silent foundation of families, of communities, of culture, of movements, and countries. And even though we've had such important roles throughout history, we really haven't been seen. Cinder blocks carry weight, so do women. On these blocks, a home rises. And on these women, the country stands. That is what the cinder block means at the halftime show.